Hello. Someone once said to me, I have no time to pray in the morning before school. I said to her, how do you get to school? She said, I have a lift. So I said, well, what do you do in the car? She said, I listen to my music. So I encouraged her to pray in the car. So this morning I would like to talk about praying on the go. In the book of Nehemiah, Nehemiah had some troubling news that Jerusalem was in ruins. Nehemiah was deeply saddened with this news because Jerusalem is the holy city and is where his ancestors were buried. So Nehemiah wanted to rebuild the city. Nehemiah was the king's cupbearer, so the king trusted Nehemiah. And the only way that Nehemiah could rebuild the city was with the king's permission, because Nehemiah would have to leave the king for a long time. So Nehemiah had to go and ask the king's permission. In Nehemiah chapter 2 verses 4 to 5 it says, the king asked, well, how can I help you? With prayer to the God of heaven, I replied, if it pleases the king, and if you are pleased with me, your servant, send me to Judah to rebuild the city where my ancestors are buried. That line, with a prayer to the God of heaven, I don't think that Nehemiah got down on his knees and prayed aloud that the king will allow him to go to Jerusalem. No, I think that Nehemiah prayed in his heart that the king will allow him to go. You see, Nehemiah prayed on the go. We can pray to God wherever we are. It doesn't have to be in church. It doesn't have to be 5 minutes long, and it doesn't have to be a posh prayer. It can be a basic and simple prayer, like, God, I pray for a good day, amen. That's simple. Prayer is when you talk to God. It is really important to pray and to spend time reading the Bible every day, as it builds up a relationship with God. You can pray when you get up, you can pray in the car while going to school or work. You can pray wherever you are. So I challenge you to pray every day. It doesn't have to be a posh prayer or long or even said out loud. You can simply pray in your heart. You can pray on the go.